I had the opportunity to visit the location where Cesar Chavez, and all of you know that Cesar Chavez was one of the great civil rights leaders of the 20th century. And I met with his nephew, Federico Chavez, who showed me around the area where Cesar Chavez had worked, and also where he had fasted back in 1970. Do you all recall that? He went on a hunger strike in order to protest what the pesticides were doing to the farm workers. And he called attention, and the movement, the farm workers movement, called attention to what most Americans, certainly outside of California and Florida, really did not know much about, and that is and was the plight of farm workers. Well, the good news is that some progress has been made over the last 45, 46 years. The bad news is that conditions exist today for our farm workers, the people who feed us, that should not exist and have got to change. It is not acceptable to me that farm workers continue to work at starvation wages and terrible working conditions. It is not acceptable to me that they continue to be exposed to pesticides and other toxins. And I'll tell you something that I did not know before I came here. I was in Flint, Michigan a couple of months ago, and as all of you know, the children in Flint, Michigan were poisoned by the lead in the water they drank. And in Flint, Michigan, people cannot turn on their taps and use the water in their homes. Now, I thought that was Flint, Michigan. I did not know that there are thousands of homes right around here. That is unbelievable. That people have got to go out and buy bottled water. Is that the case? I don't think there are many people in America who know that, and I hope the media will help educate the American people on this. You know, one assumes that if you're living in the United States of America, you could turn on your faucet and drink the water that comes out of the tap. And then my understanding is, to make a bad situation even worse, is that people have to pay a high monthly bill for poisoned water. All right, we're gonna, if elected president, brothers and sisters, we are going to end that atrocity. That should not be taking place. Farm workers are entitled to the same rights that every other worker in America enjoys. Farm workers should not be exempt from labor law. Farm workers who do back-breaking work in days like today, hot days like today, must receive decent wages and decent benefits. And together, we are going to make that happen. Not acceptable that corporations like Driscoll and other large corporations make billions in profit while working people are exploited. Our campaign is about changing that, and together we will change that.